All right, so Linda Bridge.
Good evening. Is it on?
No. Yes. No, it is.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So, are you all having a great time? You're really funny tonight. I was here last year, and this year was it's just great. So, hopefully it's going to continue. So, I guess you wouldn't recognize me in an outfit like this. Those of you who have known me since I've been here, but when I lived in New Jersey, I was a member of Sweet Adelines International. And in that organization, you know, you can learn how to arrange music, do choreography, become a better singer. You learn to lock and ring chords. So I was a massage therapist, and one of my clients was at my house. And she was telling me all about her chorus, and I love to sing harmonies. So I thought, okay, let me check this out. So I go to a rehearsal one night in my jeans and my t-shirt and my comfortable shoes. and I listen, and I'm like, I got hooked right away. So I said, yes, I want to join. So they gave me learning tracks and music, and I had 3 weeks to learn my part and then come back and audition. So every week I'd go to rehearsal, and you know, everybody's all comfortable and relaxed. So I passed my audition and I got it. Then the hammer dropped. The costume lady came to me. First they told me I had to pay the dues every month, which it is not a cheap organization to be a member of. But then the $200 costume fee, and I'm like, well, what is that for? And she goes, well, you have to wear our sequins tops. You have to wear chandelier earrings, lots of jewelry, do your nails, which I used to glue them on, but one time one flew off and hit the judge, so now I just paint them. And you know, and then the best part was the shoes. I called them the 6-minute shoes because our competitions were 6 minutes long, and I could only wear those damn shoes for 6 minutes. It was like, I was barefoot, I slipped them on, got up on the risers, did my thing, but I'm like, I have to wear all of this to sing harmony? It was ridiculous, but I did it, and I started to enjoy it. So now, here I am, 16 years in the organization. I'm really good at false eyelashes. Sometimes they crawl away in the middle of the night, those little caterpillar things. But I've really learned to enjoy this, and I thought tonight would be the perfect night to embrace my inner drag queen. Yeah! I believe that facts and the truth is usually funnier than fiction. And so I have a few stories to tell. 51 years ago, I got married to my high school sweetheart. He was the captain of the football team. I was an athlete, not a cheerleader. We had a lovely wedding. I had 6 bridesmaids, and I had them all in rainbow colors. I had a rainbow wedding. The handwriting was on the wall. 3 years later, we had a beautiful baby girl, bicentennial baby girl. And like I said, I was an athlete, so it was softball season, and she was born in June. So I thought, okay, I can still get in the game before the end of the summer. So I waited, you know, about a month. I was still breastfeeding, but I went to my first game. First time up, I hit a stand-up double. So I'm running the bases, I get to second base, and all of a sudden, like, people are laughing, and there's a big stir in the crowd, and I'm like, what's going on? And I look over, and there's my breast pad. In the middle of the baseline, and then I look down, and I'm soaking wet. And then there was this other time, I worked as an electrician at Princeton University. and I was out on a job. I was in the courtyard. I had my little truck, and I had my tools, and I was getting my ladder out and everything, getting ready to go in and do a job in one of the dorms. And I see this man across the way, a young man. He waves to me, and I wave back. And so he goes in the building, and I go in the building, and I wound up going into one of the lounges. It's a student lounge, and that's where my job was. When I walk in, he's laying on the couch, watching TV on his break. So I set up my ladder, and I climb the ladder, and I start working on this light fixture. And he looks over at me, and he says, how old are you? I said, I'm 41. He goes, damn, you look good from far away. So now I'm 30 years older. I talk really loud, but it's not because my hearing is bad, it's just because I want you to keep your distance. Okay, so that's the end of my stories, but I do have a couple of jokes. First of all, why do mermaids wear seashells?
Why?
Because they outgrew the bee shells. I should have shared that joke with Mike. So there's a guy driving down the road, and he comes to this sharp curve, and as he comes around the curve, there's a bunny in the middle of the road. He hits it, the bunny goes flying. He's freaked out. He stops the car, and he runs over, and he looks, and it's the Easter bunny. And he looks down, and he's like, oh my God, I think I killed the Easter bunny. And he checks him out, and sure enough, the Easter bunny's dead. His little basket is there, his eggs and his candies and everything. And the guy, he doesn't know what to do. He's standing there, he's crying hysterically. And this lady rides by, and she pulls over, and she runs over to him. She goes, what's wrong? Are you okay? He goes, no, I just killed the Easter bunny. She said, oh my God, it's horrible. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. She says, wait here, I think I can help. She runs back to her car. She comes back, and she's got a can in her hand. She sprays the Easter bunny. All of a sudden, the Easter bunny's eyes open. He gets up. He picks up his basket. He fills it, eggs back in, his candies, and he starts to hop away. He gets about 10 feet away, and he waves. And they're both looking in amazement. He hops a little further. He stops again. He turns around and waves. He does it a few times, and then he hops over the hill. And the guy's like, oh my God, I can't believe that this happened. He goes, what did you spray him with? She goes, hairspray. Brings dead hair alive, creates permanent wave. And I have one more. So these two women are standing at the pearly gates, and they realize they know each other. And the one woman says, Dora, she goes, what are you doing here? She says, well, you know, I knew my husband was cheating on me. And so I left work early, and I went home, and I was looking, to catch him in the act. And I got there, and the bedroom was all messed up, and he had this horrible, guilty look on his face, and I knew that she was there somewhere. So I started to search. I looked under the bed. I looked in the closets. I went to the shed. I looked in the garage, in the car, and I couldn't find her anywhere. And I worked myself in such a frenzy that I died of a heart attack. And a friend said, I wish you had looked in the freezer, we'd both be alive today.
That was great, Linda.